to survive, how much it takes for the person to live. You see? And your best place is to just to pull back into yourself, come back into the self, where you can see your person, you can see, you see, but there's a strong force, a strong habit, a strong attraction to go back to the person.
Yes.
You see, especially when this thing is like this.
And I've been so identified with my person all my life. And
it's time for change.
Yes, yes.
See, because that's what everybody who come here has the same problem. Or they may say, yeah, it's my husband, or they say, oh, you know, it's like work, or may say it's like, you know, but all of them say, it's my mind. My mind is saying like this, I shouldn't do this, and you should do that, and look, you're not ready, you're not good enough, and all of this stuff, you're wasting your time, and, you know, you're not going to get it, and all this type of stuff. So, rather than saying, yes, I am going to get it, no, I am going to do this, which you can say also, but also do one step even more beautiful than this. Start to look at the whole scenario, what is actually happening. It's a trick game, because he's trying to attack your self-image. Now you have to find out, am I my self-image? You see, in that moment, it's very difficult, because it's almost like your distance to observe kind of is lost, and you're so much into the scenario, you're into the, you see. And so when you lost your power to observe, then you are more like a victim to these thoughts, because you identify as a person. But it's so painful, isn't it? It's so painful. It's so draining of your energy.
Yes.
In a strange way, it gives you more resolve to fight. You must not give in. You must never give in to this power. Because if you give in, you're starting next time from way down. He's going to try and pull you down so you don't come to this place. It's just the force of life. It is like this. It plays like this. And this is why the real thing is to go beyond this thing. And the way to go beyond is not personally, but is to go impersonally, as you stay as the consciousness. You must win yourself as consciousness, not as a person. The person is never your prize. You see? So I just have to fully encourage you, you know, because now you're in the fight.
Yes.
Maybe before you didn't realize there was a fight. You just go along with it and you just suffer.
I thought I was prepared for the fight, but
yeah, no, it's okay, because everybody feels like this, and the reason why it feels more strong than you is because you're going like person. The more you identify personally, the more you feel, oh no, it's too strong, my mind is just attacking, I can't do it. You see, when you start to look and say, but my mind, who is this my mind, who? I'm just being personal again. But some power is there to look and say, but I can see all of this. I've seen it many times. But I have not really acknowledged that where I am looking from, you see, is a different person, is a different place. I'm not a person here when I look. But when I fight, I'm a person. Consciousness doesn't need to fight. You see, the ego mind or the devil mind or whatever it is no competitor against consciousness. It only as you become person. And when you're a person, then you see, you know where to stick and push, you know, and you see. So this, you are going to do it. You are going to do it. I think I keep meeting you to tell you this.
Yes.
You see. Just you remember, if you go and fight as a person, you're not going to win as a person. As a person, of course, we can give you some technique and things and say, okay, you try to do this, you don't identify, and so on, and then gradually you see, wait a minute, I don't identify, and then somewhat, when you don't identify, you begin to sense that you are consciousness, that you're not person. But when you think as a person, you don't even realize you're doing that.
No.
You just feel I am me, and my mind is doing this to me. So, you know, then you don't get you miss the clue. You know, this kind of mind attack can only happen when you become personal and when you identify as person. It's all personal. When you pull out of the person back into the space of just consciousness, of being again, then you see that the punches of the mind cannot touch you. In fact, he's not fighting you. He cannot fight you as consciousness. He can only fight you when you're deluded. Because even when you're a person, you are a consciousness. But you're weakened because you're so limited. You're identified with limitations and with phenomenality, so it's easy. So this fight, if people say I have to fight, I say it's not so much fight, you must understand and recognize your true place. You must move back into consciousness rather than staying as the person. And when you do this, you will see, you have to do it, it have to happen. It's there, you see, it's not like, say, I'm sending you to Himalayas to find yourself. You're here. It's just a question of distraction. You're distracted from yourself because you've been in this kind of battle many times. And then you always go to the same place. You go to the victim, you go to the person. And then it catch you all the time. And that's what, in the same way, you need him. You need him to actually transcend him. Otherwise you go to sleep. And he's here to bite you. Whenever you go to sleep, means that you go back into your person, the ego will catch you. So in a funny way, it seems like the ego is an enemy to the ego. But as soon as you realize your consciousness, he's not enemy anymore. He will come and touch your feet. You must understand this, and don't let go of this understanding that I invite you to. You see? If there is a fight, if there's really a battle, this is it, and it's the only real one you're going to have to fight, and it doesn't have to be for a long time. Just until you're clear. Because even with such guidance I'm giving you, you get distracted still very easy. Distracted, you see? He just claps his hand and your eyes go there. You see? And you have to remember, wait a minute, I'm still just looking at that. And then gradually this force will weaken, you see. Because if you stay as the self, as the consciousness, he can't fight you. There's nothing to fight. You go to the person, it's like this. So don't give in to this fall, you see. Don't say, oh, okay, no, I can't do anymore. And if you can't do anymore, it will call you, okay, you come with me, I'll take care of you. And for a while it will look like things are better. But then you're a bit caught in that. And I've seen people who give in to it because they say, Mooji, I can't, there's too much for me. I say, you're talking as the mind now. You're speaking like you're the child of the mind now, you see. And the minute you do that, then what happens is that you, after a while, you go there, and then it's very difficult to come back here. It's not impossible, of course. It's never impossible, but it's more difficult because you lost a bit the fight as that person. You're still pure consciousness, but it's almost you become more blind to see this. And I'm here just to open your eyes to say, darling, you are consciousness. Why are you acting like you're just person? I am with you on this. Okay?
Thank you.
Even after retreat finished, the same way I am with you with it. But beat him on the retreat also.
When I went there, I thought I was gonna do it, and now,
Just understand that the thing to do is not so big.
No.
It's not so hard. So I'm asking you to climb Himalaya. It's not so. It's just that somehow there's a strong habit to relate to yourself as a person. And that's where the battle becomes very easy for your mind. You beat you. But the moment you catch it, now that, wait a minute, but I'm seeing this, but I can see this. But you think, yeah, but why can't I stop? And you go back into this why, me. Then I say, stop it. Just stay as the awareness itself. You're like a space in which this play is happening. Just be the space, don't be person. And then slowly, or quickly, you start to get it inside. It's like it starts to just feel real and true for you. You see? And it will happen. I feel you come here for this. You see? Don't give up, think, oh, I didn't realize it was going to be so strong. I didn't realize, Don't worry about how strong you get. You are still stronger still. But only if you don't completely forget yourself and get too caught up in your person. Use your mind to transcend your mind. Yeah? Rather than say, oh, no, why I can't. No, use him and say, actually, I need you to stop sleeping because you don't let me sleep. The mind's going to keep biting you as your person until you get out of him. When you get out of him, he will come and touch your feet. Yeah? You're here to see through this, to understand and to beat it. Okay?
Yes.
I'm happy I see you on the road. Huh?
Me
I
too.
see you on the road. Very good. Huh?
Thank you very much.
So wonderful, so wonderful, so wonderful, so wonderful, so wonderful, so wonderful. Huh? This is don't worry. You haven't had your art. If you understand, just understand. You don't have to fight with aggression. You don't have to fight your mind. Don't try and suppress him. Don't try and control him. Just understand. Just remember who you are. Like I'm pointing, and his power is gone. He's done his job. He has to bite you because you keep going to person. He can only beat you if you're a person. You see, and you're not a person, but you behave like a person. Then he beat you. You see, the ego can only beat person. It cannot beat consciousness. You must know this thing, and you will see. The minute you stay back into just be the observer, just be the witness. The witness is not man and woman. It has no history. It's consciousness. The witness is consciousness. If you stay as consciousness, immediately it's finished. You know, sometimes the people you see them and they're like, oh, what was that? What happened? It's like you're in sleep and you say, what happened? When you sometimes come out from your ego influence, then immediately you think, whoa, what was that? It's like it's nothing, like I was in a spell or something. The whole world is in the spell. Because you're living like, you know, I'm this person, I'm just this person. Your consciousness, even when you're a person, but it's so small. It's like you're living on just 1/100th of your power. When you remember your consciousness, it's like then your life can be happy. Your life can be joy. Your life can be here. You know, it's not like you evaporate and you're no more to see. You're here. You still, the body's still there, but it doesn't trouble you. Your mind is still working, but it doesn't trouble you. Other sense of other is there. They don't trouble you. The only one who is being troubled is ego. And ego troubles ego. Cannot trouble consciousness. So I leave this seed inside you. And this power, the power of this seed, because it's the living seed, you see. So as you go about, you see, but you know, it's this habit of going, even the habit of going there, this habit of going there, don't identify and don't say, it's mine. It's mine. You just see, it's just the behavior of the mind, consciousness. It's just how it behaves. Don't identify. You are that which observe it. Just don't claim it. Just keep looking. At a certain point, you start to see the mind just like you see the tree. There's nothing. Will the tree trouble you? No. You start to see. But when you identify, you can't see. He hit you from the back. He hits you from the side. You can, like this. That's all. All the things I talk about, it's only to understand this inside. Not here, just only here. You know? If you understand here, only in your head, it's he who is understanding quite often. You see? If you only understand, but as you understand head and heart, you know, you say, wait, but I can feel a difference. You see, what's the difference between, say, a wise person and an ignorant person? The ignorant one always identifies I as person. The wise one sees that this I person is not true. That's why they're always in peace. They're always in peace. Doesn't matter. Something comes, oh, what's happening to me? No, they say, nothing's happening to you. How can anything happen to you? So this thing you will break this delusion. No? It's delusion. Yeah? When the world begin to recognize that they're suffering from delusion, then they can start to get out of it. But we all think everything's fine, it's fine. But your trouble is, you can come out of it. You see, when you come to some place like this, for me, you of all the things human beings can do, to come to some place like for Satsang is the highest thing. The highest thing, because you are recovering. You're being cured from the sickness of delusion. But you feel big fight will come, because the thing will come to try and keep you as a person. You see, it's not that the mind is want to keep you as a person. It's you yourself have some affection for the person. And because you have some affection, you have some relationship to a person, then the person grows inside you, doesn't want to go. And you don't totally want it to go. You just want a bit of it to go. You just want a little bit of the bit you don't enjoy to go. But I say send the whole lot away. Because when you send the whole lot away, you are still the whole lot of you still left. You cannot diminish as the truth. You see? So this is all I can encourage. And for me, it is obvious, you see. It's very, very obvious. Like I see something, I see the mud is brown. You think, no, but it's green. I said, no, it's brown. Then I say, you are deluded. It's very clean. Look, it's here. You know, it's beautiful. Look. We are believing like that. Huh? This life is for freedom. You have to say, this life is freedom. Not freedom later, even. Yeah. I have come to tell you and to show you, you can do it. What I am, my state, is your future, but your future is right now. Is your present now. I just come. I'm not waiting to be. I am. You are. But you have to bring yourself back from your habit of thinking personally, living personally. I don't know what I'm going to do when I leave here. This is how persons speak. You would never hear Buddha speak like that. Can you imagine Buddha? Oh, when I go back, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to. No, this is not the Buddha. This is Buddhi, not Buddha. Can you imagine? So when we speak like this, you know, please help me, I don't know, I just forget, and then my mind is, this is person speaking. But inside and behind the person, right here, in the heart of the person, is the Supreme. He's not complaining about anything at all. He has no enemies, he has no enemy. Nothing like this exists. All inside here. You see? What I'm talking about, some Buddha, Christ, no, you, you, us, where we are. So this, I will never let you go if you trust, this is what I want. That's why I say, when you say yes, you know, all the heavenly power comes to support you if you say yes. Don't say maybe, say yes, I'm here for this. You know, burn what is not true. Burn it completely, what is not true. You see? It's such a thing you have done. You've come to a place like this. And yes, people think I've come here just for peace. But you come here and you find a battle. Then you must walk through this fire. You said just now, when I say this prayer, she said, I'm still walking through the valley of the shadow of death. Yeah? And then the Bible says, even though I walk through the valley of the shadows of death, I will not be afraid of evil because I know you are with me. Isn't it? He didn't say, even though I sit down here in the valley of the shadow of death. Even though I build my house in the valley of the shadow of death. Yeah? You're walking. Isn't it? You have to pass through this, and it has to pass through you. You're not, even though I walk through the valley. Through. No, that I'm in the corner lying down. No, you walk through. And everybody has to walk through this valley of shadow of death. That's how you come into life again. You know? Because it's a game you have to play. Everybody have to play. You cannot say, no, can they go and I stay? No, everybody have to go a bit. But when you come, as you're coming through, you feel, you know, hallelujah, thank you. I'm so happy to do this. I want to taste my own strength to do this, that I can defeat my mind, which is my greatest power. The power of Maya Shakti. I can pass through him. So you don't give up. Nobody here, not one of you will give up. If I catch you anywhere in the world giving up, I'll come and I'll grab you and hit you. Get up and stop it. Okay? Like this, you see? Huh? Very good, very good, very good. In some way or other, you call me. You call me, no? Otherwise we could not meet. Somewhere inside your own being, you must have called, I want this. Then it come. Then don't let it go until everything else go. Let everything else go. Meaning all delusion. Let the delusion go. Because it has not served you. It take all your strength. Make you unhappy. Are you going to be in this life unhappy? Who told you? Huh? Even your body is a miracle. Even your mind is a miracle. But the greatest is you. Because you can observe these things. You are not these things. You are not these things. You see? Huh? So I'm very happy to meet you and to tell you, what are you doing here in the valley of the shadow of death, hanging about? Don't hang about here. Come on, get going. Come out of this nonsense. You see? Huh? Okay. Here we go.
Can I give you a hug?
Yes.
Thank you, Mooji. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
It's wonderful to meet you in my life.
I am Judy.
No, you are not. You are the most beautiful, most radiant. Radiant.
Do you think it's enough to put my attention in my head?
Yeah.
And the other, come on?
You just put your attention, be hot. If I say even put your attention might say, I'm not ready to come there. So leave him then. You stay hot. You're already hot. You see, why bring your attention even? You're already here. If the attention come, when you are just here, don't say to attention, please come here. No, let him go if you want to go. You stay here,
Okay.
and then he can't be without you. So he'll come and sit and be with you. Even this.
Thank you.
You see, just don't identify with personality. I know you think it's not possible, so because all my life is person. What you mean I should not do anything? No. To do the things in your life doesn't make you a person. It's you thinking you're a person. You see, going and cooking for your children or going and doing this thing and so on, that doesn't make you a person. The Buddha has to cook and eat as well. He has to wash his face. He has to do something. He has to sleep. Whatever. Doesn't make him a person. It's you believing you're a person. Make you like person. So don't think that, to not be a person, I have to not do anything. I must run away from it. No, that's another thought again. You don't need this thought. You are you. You are that. But stop thinking, but what's going to happen if I don't do this? And this is not. Just you be you. Don't say, I am like this. No. Just keep quiet. Be nothing. And I want you to tell me, how is your life when you're nothing? Don't tell anybody you're nothing. You carry on whatever. It's inside that it matters. Outside will become like inside. You see? Let it start from inside. You know who you are. You just come back to. Don't say, I am this, I am that. Don't try and describe anything. Come into that space of emptiness. And your mind is going to say, yeah, you're trying, but you're not going to get very far. You're not going to. But you don't listen to him. You just stay here. And then you see what I'm speaking.
Thank you.
Huh? Huh? Look, you are so beautiful. Why you waste your time with your mind? Huh? Huh? You say, I'm going crazy. Only your mind can go crazy. Only your mind can speak like that. Your Buddha cannot speak like that. Your Christ light cannot speak like that. You must know the difference between yourself and your mind. Your mind is going to say all these things. And why it's saying all these things? Because somehow it's got your attention. You see, it's like going to the mafia to be safe. They say, we will protect you. You say, oh, thank you. I go there. You are going to have so much trouble. Why you go to your mind? You don't need your mind. Your mind need you. You don't need your mind. But you confuse yourself because somehow we become a bit sort of involved too much in the mind. And then it seemed really important. Oh, I've got to do this. I've got to do that. Everybody's running around. Everybody's running the world. And the mind is laughing. What I got, sorry, I'm too late. I can't talk to you. This is mind. The whole place has become a madhouse. You are not this. This is why I came to tell you this thing. You are not this thing. Not only to tell you, to show you also, to demonstrate you. That's why it says wake up, because we're sleeping, believing all these things. Huh? You are the Buddha. I was meant to meet you on the road this morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see? Yeah. Life arranged it somehow, just to remind you this.
Thank you so much.
You see, you are not here on this planet to suffer. You didn't come here to suffer. You maybe come to taste what it's like, but not to remain like that. It's only another experience that consciousness has to taste it. But you got stuck because you think you're a person. And only the person can suffer. The presence cannot suffer. The presence witness a kind of play of suffering, but knows it's just a kind of phenomenon. It's just a kind of dreaming. It's not even interested in that, because it knows that the sufferer doesn't exist. Neither the sufferer nor the suffering exists. But it's all only in the imagination of the being. It knows this. If there is something in this earth, in this planet, to learn and to transcend, it is this thing. You see? You can fight many hundreds of battles, but this is the one you must win. And to win is merely just to understand again that you only suffer because you are living from the wrong place, the wrong idea of yourself. Yourself is not an idea. It's not an idea. You see? And this is trying to show you all the time. People talk, sometimes they come to Satsang and they try and say, yeah, but when I do, I say, no, you stop speaking like that. You're still spending too much time invested in self-image or who you think you are. But all this time you're here, you're looking at this, you're looking at this. The scenes are coming and going, but the seer is not coming and going. Be one with the seer. And gradually you begin to feel like some expansion is taking place inside, that understanding is becoming more easy for you. It's becoming much more natural for you. Everything becomes more light, because you stop forcing. Don't force your life, you see. Let it unfold. Everything is unfolding. Everything is unfolding. This is the greatest discovery the human being is going to make. You can make ships and go to the moon. It's not cannot compare with this. You see. The world doesn't need more and more inventions. It doesn't need more and more, comfort, more and more technology. It does not need. You need to meet human beings whose life is the evidence of truth. You see? That when you meet someone like that, you cannot argue. You cannot argue somehow. You just, something already is inside this touch. You know that their presence tell you that your lies cannot live. Otherwise, these things I talk about sounds like theory. You read in book like a fantasy. You're not a fantasy. Thank you very much. Bless you. Bless you. Blessed are you. Blessed are you. You did not come here by accident. And I'm talking about existence itself. You're here. The chance for everybody is to see, will you get this thing? Because everything else you get will go. This is the only thing you cannot even get it, It get you, actually. You somehow realize, somehow a change in your perspective happens. And you found the one thing that is timeless. You're here to discover timelessness. Then the fears will go.
My love, leave aside this fruitless thinking.
breakfast yet?
Yeah.
in
How about you?
the
Yeah, you are my breakfast this morning. Okay, see you later.
There's nothing